Hello, this is Subsonic 1050. I have numerous interests, but one of them is lockpicking. I've been doing it for a few years now as a hobby, and I do go through considerable periods of time where I'm just too busy and don't have much time for picking, but it is something that I definitely have a lot of interest in. And I watch a lot of the YouTube videos put out there by all the various different pickers, most of whom are far more skilled than I. My favorite is Bosnian Bill. And the reason is because he does an excellent job with his videos. He has very good camera work. He explains what he's doing while he's picking. And he also just seems to have a wide-ranging knowledge. And I know that I won't be able to create any videos that are on par with him or some of the other gentlemen out there, but I figured I would just like to, put some picking videos out there that are really from more of a common man's perspective rather than people who, do this a lot and have, lots and lots of followers. Like I said, I've been doing this for a few years, but it's really just a small hobby of mine that I practice, a few hours here and there while I'm watching TV or whatever I might be doing. And my first video here, I'd like to start out with an Abus 3455 padlock. These are high security padlocks. Abus sells these. I think the MSRP is somewhere in the $60 to $80 range. And they're excellent locks. This is a very heavy-duty lock, hardened steel. It feels very robust. This particular one happens to be from the New York City Housing Authority, and I was able to get this lock on eBay for around $10. And I think what happened is the New York City Housing Authority must have ordered a preponderance of these, and I don't know if the eBay seller is from the New York City Housing Authority or whether someone picked them up from them, but last time I checked, you were still able to get these on there. This is a working lock. Here, let me show you the key. Let's see. That's one of the things I hope to get better at here is getting things in frame and working on that. So it's a 6-pin lock, high security. See that it does work. I have picked this lock before. I have had this lock for a few months now, but let's give it a shot here. This is another thing that I always wondered why Bosnian Bill used these vices. I have a vice like this for working on just separate cores, but usually when I pick padlocks, I hold them in my hand while I do that. But I noticed on YouTube that people who do that, the camera seems to be shaking and stuff is getting in and out of frame, and when you have it in a vise here, it makes it very easy to make sure that you have things in frame. I'm using just a standard tensioner. And this lock really could benefit from top of the keyway, but I don't really have a good wrench for that right now. I'm working on making some top of the keyway wrenches, but this is what I have at the moment. I'm just going to be using a standard hook. I have modified this one a little bit, but it's basically just a standard hook. This lock does require quite a bit of tension. Get in here. Alright, pin 3 needing to be set. I'm trying to get my hook under some of these pins here. Alright, now I've got a good false set here. pin 3, alright, and it's picked open. So let's go ahead and gut this lock. Get my vise out of the way here. Alright, just use a standard Phillips. Out comes the core and the shielding. Let me get the clip off the back of this. I'm actually going to use the key here because I've got to rotate this around. Alright. Oh, I'm using the wrong core here. There we go. Alright. Get the key back out of here. Alright, so pin 1, standard pin, 2, standard pin. These key pins I believe are all standard. Look to be so far. Yep. All standard key pins. I don't have a tweezers for this, so apologize for that. I do, but I just lost my main one, and now the one that I have is not so great. So that's a standard pin in pin 1, a spool in 2, another spool. I'll grab my crappy tweezers here. Spool, spool, and spool. I think I might have said serrated in the beginning. These are not serrated, but I think you can see there. Let me see if I can zoom in. You can see what we've got. Alright, thanks guys. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.